Hey there, fellow chefs! Welcome back to Cloud Cost Chefs, where we turn cloud spending chaos into cost saving mastery. I'm absolutely pumped about today's menu because we've got some incredible fresh discoveries that are going to save you thousands. And I mean thousands of dollars. We're talking about brand new AWS features that most people are completely missing. Hidden Google Cloud gems that'll slash your storage costs by 40%, and some brilliant community workarounds for those Azure billing headaches. Plus, I've got 10 rock solid optimization recipes that you can start cooking up today. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's dive into some serious cost cutting goodness. All right, fellow chefs, let's start with our fresh angle news. And wow, do we have some game changers for you this week? First up, AWS just dropped some absolutely massive updates to their cost management platform. And here's the thing, most people are completely missing these features. We're talking about new billing view budgets, enhanced anomaly detection, and queue developer optimization integrations. This is huge because it means you can now set up granular budget filters across multiple accounts, get real-time alerts when costs spike, and let AI actually recommend your savings plans. Here's exactly what you need to do. Head over to your AWS console, navigate to Cost Management, and click on Budgets. You'll see the new billing view option right there. Set up your budget filters. Enable the anomaly detection notifications. And here's the secret sauce. Use Queue Developer to analyze your Aurora and MemoryDB workloads. Fellow chefs are already seeing 20% monthly savings just from these recommendations. This takes maybe an hour to set up, but we're talking about potentially thousands of dollars in monthly savings. That's a pretty incredible return on investment. Now, here's something that's flying completely under the radar. Google Cloud just released Shadow API discovery and hyperdisk throughput improvements. And fellow chefs, this is massive for cost optimization. The Shadow API feature lets you scan for undocumented endpoints that might be secretly draining your budget, while the hyperdisk improvements can cut your analytics storage costs by up to 40%. To get started, go to your GCP console, enable the API discovery scan, and review any shadow endpoints it finds. Many of these are left over from development or testing that nobody remembered to shut down. Then, check your hyperdisk settings for any analytics workloads. The new throughput controls let you right-size your disk performance, and that translates directly into cost savings. One fellow chef told me they found 3 forgotten API endpoints eating up $800 monthly, just sitting there invisible. Quick community discovery for our Azure friends. Fellow chefs are sharing some brilliant workarounds for those frustrating CSP billing limitations. The community has figured out manual spreadsheet methods and subscription level granularity tricks that give you way better cost visibility. It's not ideal, but until Microsoft improves their tools, these community solutions are saving people from that invisible 15% administrative overhead that adds up fast. And speaking of Microsoft, here's something that needs immediate attention. They just increased Core Cal Suite pricing by 15% and Enterprise CAL Suite by 20%. Plus, they're adding monthly billing premiums for cloud services. For mid to large organizations, if we're talking about potentially $300,000 in additional annual costs. The silver lining? This is accelerating cloud migration discussions, and that's where real optimization opportunities live. Now, let's get cooking with our chef specials. These are the optimization principles that are going to transform your cloud spending. I've got 10 incredible recipes for you, starting with some quick 5-minute fixes that deliver massive results. First up, instance right-sizing automation and fellow chefs. This is probably the easiest way to save 30 to 45% on your compute costs. Here's the recipe. Run Cost Explorer or your platform's advisor tool. Review the underutilized instances it flags. Apply the right-sizing recommendations, and verify the impact after 24 hours. Most organizations report 10 to 40% reductions on their first run. The beauty is, this literally takes 5 minutes if you use the platform tools, or maybe an hour if you want to do deeper analysis. We're talking about immediate savings with almost zero effort. Next ingredient, commitments and spot instance planning. This is where you can save 25 to 70% compared to on-demand pricing. Review your usage history for steady-state workloads. Purchase savings plans or reserved instances for those predictable workloads. And set up spot instances for your ephemeral jobs. The key is not to overcommit without proper planning. But when you get this right, fellow chefs are seeing 40% reductions in their IT spend. Budget about an hour to analyze your usage patterns and make your first commitments. Here's a quick win that almost everyone overlooks: idle resource cleanup automation. Run idle resource detection tools, set up scheduled shutdown and deletion for dev and test environments, tag your temporary resources with expiration dates, and automate notifications for anything that's been sitting idle. This typically saves 10 to 25% on average, and it prevents those embarrassing situations where someone spins up a large instance for testing and forgets about it for 6 months. The automated tools make this super easy. Just 5 minutes to set up, and then it runs itself. Storage tiering strategy. This is your secret weapon for cutting storage costs by 20 to 30%. Audit your hot e cold and block storage. Migrate archival workloads to cheaper tiers. Set up automated lifecycle rules. And monitor periodically. The mistake people make is incorrectly assigning frequently accessed data to cold storage. But when you get the tiers right, companies are reporting up to 54% annual storage bill reductions. Budget about an hour to audit and set up your lifecycle rules. Then just review monthly. Budget alerts and anomaly detection. Fellow chefs, this is your early warning system. Configure budget alerts, enable anomaly detection, and set up user notifications for cost spikes. The platform tools make this incredibly easy, literally 5 minutes to configure, and it prevents those heart attack moments when your monthly bill arrives. The anomaly detection is especially powerful for large organizations because it catches unusual spending patterns immediately. Resource tagging and cost allocation. This is how you create accountability and visibility. Define your team, product, and environment tags. Apply them everywhere. Enable tag-based reports, and set up regular audits. Organizations see significant reductions in shadow spending just by implementing consistent tagging. It takes maybe 30 minutes to an hour to set up your tagging strategy, but the ongoing visibility is invaluable. Auto-scaling with platform recommendations. This matches your resources to actual demand and can save up to 40% during low-load periods. Enable auto-scaling, right-size your base, minimum and maximum limits, and monitor for optimal thresholds. The key is tuning those min and max limits properly for your specific workload. But fellow chefs are reporting 20% plus cost reductions just on test workloads. Policy automation for cost guardrails. Set up automated deletion for untagged resources. Enforce reserved instance and commitment usage. And notify on violations. This enforces consistent cost-saving practices and cuts off waste fast. Early adopters report 15 to 20% less waste from missed tags and forgotten resources. Budget about an hour to set up your policies, then review them twice a year. Now, here's your emergency procedure: the hot potato audit for when costs spike unexpectedly. Drill down using Cost Explorer's Compare View. Isolate the new or high-cost driver, investigate the root cause, and remediate quickly. With the right tools, this takes 5 to 30 minutes and can recover more than 10% of your spend in crisis situations. The key is having your monitoring set up beforehand so you can react immediately. And finally, your daily practice. Spend 5 minutes every day reviewing your usage dashboard. Log any anomalies and share findings at your daily stand-up. Teams that maintain this habit see continuous improvement year over year. It becomes part of your culture. And that's where the real long-term savings happen. So there you have it. Fellow chefs, we've covered brand new platform features that most people are missing, brilliant community workarounds, and 10 solid optimization principles that you can start implementing today. Whether it's those 5-minute quick wins or the longer strategic projects, every single one of these recipes delivers real, measurable results. Remember, optimization isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing practice. And that's exactly what the Cloud Cost Chefs community is all about. Head over to cloudcostchefs.com for detailed implementation guides, templates, and to connect with fellow chefs who are mastering the art of cost optimization. Until next time, keep those costs lean and those savings growing.